This week on Overdrive, we continue the masterclass series with former national goalkeeper Aaron Lawrence. Learn more about the offside law and see the exciting Round 2 highlights. All this and more coming up on the FCC Highlights Show.
Welcome to Overdrive. This is the second in a series of 7 shows featuring the best action and reactions from the Flow Champions Cup. The competition kicked off last week with the 14 parish champions meeting the bottom 6 Premier League teams. Here's a recap.
Round 1 started with 10 games across the island. The best parish teams match up against some of the Premier League teams. The football was great right across the board, with some matches proving much more exciting than others. In the matchup of Premier League outfits, Humble Lion had the last laugh with a 2-1 win over Cavalier at Effortville. Hosts Montego Bay United were simply too good for Rockport FC, and they walloped the Kingstonians 5-0 and sent them home. In the Clarendon Derby, Sporting Central Academy had to pull out all the stops to beat Lesser Lights Jamalca Sports Club by the odd goal in 3. Over in Westmoreland, Sandals White House European Village and Spa played host to Rivoli United of Spanish Town. Rivoli used their Premier League experience to get by the gracious hosts 2-1. In what was the most spectacular result of the round, Damien Ash scored 3 times to propel Black Stars to a crushing 7-0 win over Logwood United. An exciting start in Round 1 of the Flow Champions Cup.
With the 10 winners combining with the top 6 in the Premier League, the second round of games started on Wednesday. Here are the highlights.
After starting another competition with a loss, home team Harbourview looked hungry and went hunting from the opening whistle against Rivoli United. Harbourview hustled well in the early stages and went close with good shots on goal, some barely missing the mark. It was from one of those frequent raids that the Stars of the East scored their first goal. The ball rebounded off the crossbar and was crashed in by Kemar Lawrence on the stroke of half-time. Harbourview continued to rule their roost on the resumption, peppering the Rivoli goal with shots. Rivoli returned fire, but waywardly. The light blue-clad homesters were 2-0 up when wingback Zavenberger scored from close in off a cutback. Rivoli fought to get back into the game. Persistence paid off for the Spanish Town standard bearers as they managed to pull one back in the 70th minute through Fidel Anderson, but it was too little, too late.
Our fighting spirit was good. We competed for every ball. I think we should have shown a little more composure and moving the ball around. But, you know, that's expected sometime in these games.
Black Stars had it easy last week as they ran riot against Logwood, routing them 7-0 in a one-sided encounter at home. This time they travelled to Clarendon to take on a much stronger opposition in Sporting Central Academy. The visitors were never given time to settle by the aggressive hosts. A square came over from the left in the 11th minute and Melford Simpson headed into the net without hindrance to make it 1-0. A Black Stars player was then bundled over in the box and the referee pointed to the spot. Unbelievably, the ball was skied over the bar. The one-sided spell continued and Sporting Central went 2 up from a Jamali Thompson free kick which floated over the right and lodged into the net in minute 38. The hosts continued to push the guests around and 1 minute later, with no defender close by, Melford Simpson side-footed into the net to make it 3-0 at the half. Play in the second half continued in the same direction. The Black Stars keeper looked like he had forgotten who he was playing for. He rolled the ball into the path of Hogarth Nugent, who didn't even say thanks before rolling it into the net for a 4-0 lead. By now, it was one-way traffic and Nugent made it 5-love when he beat a couple of defenders and booted home. But they were soon into domino territory as Richard Reed rounded the keeper and easily rolled the ball into the net to make it 6-love. Sporting Central took their feet off the gas and Black Stars used the opportunity to drive in a consolation late to make it 6-1.
I think it's the preparation over this week. You know, we play a Premier League last Sunday and we just carried that Premier League into this game this afternoon. What we have to do, we go back in training, analyze this game, look at who we're playing in the next flow, and then we can take it from there.
Reggae youths from Trelawney travelled up the North Coast Highway to graze in St. Mary with high hopes. Both teams looked great at the start, spreading passes and making mazy runs towards goal. Few shots were taken and they failed to bother the keepers. Then things changed dramatically. Reggae Youth strung a few passes together and Javon Bailey was able to beat the Acton keeper with a neatly taken shot. This set the cat amongst the pigeons and the home supporters began to vent their frustration. The noise awakened Acton. They hit the bar and then shortly after, Richard Davis scored from a rebound off a free kick. The St. Mary men dominated afterwards and went further ahead when O'Shane Dunkley drilled in from close range. Dunkley made the game safe with a third for Acton to make the supporters happy.
In the first half, unfortunately, we go down 1-0 in the first half, but we was playing the better football. So, you know, my team got a rebound and come back in the second half to take a victory.
The warm-up and official meet and greet was befitting an encounter between former champions as well as the last finalists in the Flow Champions Cup. This was a clash of titans who stare at each other across Spanish Town Road. Home team Tivoli Gardens came out running and were over Boys Town like a dark cloud in June. The former two-time champions found it hard to venture out of their own half. Tivoli got their go-ahead goal when Andre Morgan slid the ball into the back of the net after 30 minutes. 4 minutes later, Jamil Thompson made it 2-0 as goalkeeper Kirk Porter found Kemar Daly's shot too hot to handle. Thompson picked up the rebound and fired home with a fantastic strike. Daly made it 3-love in minute 39, but TG were reduced to 10 men when referee Kevin Morrison sent off Rowan Reed for a second bookable offence. Trevin Campbell pulled one back for Boys Town 2 minutes into the second half. Rafiq Thomas then restored Tivoli's 3-goal advantage when he dribbled past Carlos Wright and then beat Kirk Porter in goal. Victor Thompson brought Boys Town back to respectability with a goal 4 minutes from the end, albeit too late.
This team is a team this season to reckon with, and we are here and we are trying to win, the Premier League and the Flow Cup. You know, I was telling the players them yesterday in training that I didn't realize that we is the defending champion of this cup. So it's something that we are trying to defend also.
With the winning teams advancing to the quarterfinals, here is the match results table.
More football after the break.
You're watching the Flow Champions Cup highlight show Overdrive. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Flow Jamaica or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/GoWithFlowJA using hashtag Overdrive on Flow TV. We'll be right back.
This summer, all you need is Flow. Sign up for any Flow service and get free installation and much more. More TV to watch and enjoy. More minutes to talk and share. More speed to click and surf. Plus 10 free Cable Your Way channels. Free minutes to make local calls and a free wireless upgrade. All new and existing customers who pay their bill in full by the 21st of the month automatically get a chance to win 1 year's free Flow service and the grand prize of a family vacation. Conditions apply. Flow. Watch. Talk Click.
My Business Observer really matters. It keeps me up to date with news stories, the stock market, and the economy. And I can also keep my eye on my competitors.
Subscribe today.
What would I do without my study center?
North Coast to the South Coast.
At the end of the week, I look forward to the Sunday Observer in Wagwan.
Them have the clock.
My Sunday Finance gives me a roundup of corporate, local, regional, and international news that matter.
Every day matters. Subscribe today by going to JamaicaObserver.com or calling our nearest office.
I can't hear you, man. I have to try to get some signal. We are no party.
You have 1 minute remaining on this call.
Don't struggle. Get the best call rates and a clear connection at home with your Flow landline. Pay only $2.99 to call any Digicel or Line mobiles. 95 cents per minute to call landlines. As low as 74 cents per minute to call overseas. And all Flow-to-Flow calls are free. Any network, any number, anywhere. Nobody beats Flow. Flow. Watch, talk, click.
Welcome back to the FCC Highlight Show Overdrive. Brought to you by Flow Prepaid, CBM TV, the Jamaica Observer, KLAS ESPN Sports, and Locker Room Sports.
Welcome back to Overdrive. This week in Know the Laws, former FIFA referee Dave Meikle continues to explain the complex offside law.
As promised, this week we look at interfering with an opponent as we continue to explore the offside law. Interfering with an opponent means preventing the opponent from playing or being able to play the ball by clearly obstructing the opponent's line of vision or challenging for the ball. Next week, we will look at gaining an advantage, another aspect to Law 11. I am Dave Meikle, and remember, you must always know the laws.
On the Flow tip, we look at Flow prepaid services.
Did you know Flow's prepaid cable is just like Flow's postpaid cable service? With Flow prepaid cable, you have the ability to choose a variety of add-ons like Flow's Watch Movies and Watch Sports to enhance your cable package. Call 1-888-303-3000 or visit your nearest Flow store to sign up for Flow's prepaid cable service today.
We continue with the Flow ESPN Masterclass with Aaron Lawrence, affectionately called Wild Boy. The goalkeeper created history when he was between the sticks in Jamaica's first ever win at a World Cup finals in 1998. Jamaica beat Japan 2-1, thanks in large part to his outstanding keeping. Here's Aaron with a few tips on goalkeeping.
My involvement in the Masterclass is to help to develop new talents, to help goalkeepers, myself as a past goalkeeper and as a goalkeeper coach, to show the goalkeepers a few tips about goalkeeping. You know, a lot of the goalkeepers don't have a goalkeeper coach in their clubs, so it is good for us to come here today and, you know, show what we can do and show a bit about goalkeeping.
These players today from the 26 teams that will compete in the Flow Champions Cup, that will get the benefit of their tutelage, will I believe come away having learned from two really great Jamaican football players.
So there's a lot of different ways, and there's an art about goalkeeping, and if you have a goalkeeper coach, you know, can go into the various clubs and show the goalkeepers and what to do, then, you know, sky's the limit for Jamaica football.
Well, it's a wonderful thing, you know, it's a very good development for the goalkeepers, and we've been experiencing some drills that we haven't been experiencing in certain clubs, so it's a good thing.
Learn how to collect better, how to get high, momentum, all them things.
It's very informative, you know. Yeah, we should have more clinics like this going on around, you know, to help the younger goalkeepers, because I think Jamaica need a lot of more quality goalkeepers, you understand? And things like this will definitely help.
It's about how we impact the lives of the people that come in contact with our services every day. And so for us, the Flow Champions Cup is one opportunity for us to continue that connection and to hope and pray that, you know, those communities come out in full support of their teams in the Flow Champions Cup right across Jamaica.
It's a wonderful job that Flow are doing here for us as a footballer, as a football coach, and as a former player. And future players who are coming up would say this, you know, it's something that, you know, everyone look forward to, and everyone will be delightful for Flow to be a part of this venture.
We take a break, but coming up is Thursday's highlights and great goals for the week.
You're watching the Flow Champions Cup highlight show Overdrive. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FlowJamaica or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/GoWithFlowJA using hashtag Overdrive on Flow TV. We'll be right back.
This summer, all you need is Flow. Sign up for any Flow service and get free installation and much more. More TV to watch and enjoy. More minutes to talk and share. More speed to click and surf. Plus 10 free cable your way channels. Free minutes to make local calls and a free wireless upgrade. All new and existing customers who pay their bill in full by the 21st of the month automatically get a chance to win 1 year's free Flow service and the grand prize of a family vacation. Conditions apply. Flow. Watch. Talk. Click.
Wake up to the KLAS ESPN Sports FM 89 Mike and Mike Show. Pep up your afternoon with Orville Higgins on the sports desk. Then spend your evenings with Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless on ESPN's First Take. Our award-winning program, Scoreboard, with hosts Juliet Cuthbert, Stratton Palmer, and Garth Williams, is up next. Join the herd with Colin Coherd from ESPN Radio after Scoreboard. KLAS, now an affiliate of ESPN Radio.
I can't hear you, man. I have to try to get some signal. We are no party.
You have 1 minute remaining on this call.
Don't struggle. Get the best call rates and a clear connection at home with your Flow landline. Pay only $2.99 to call any Digicel or Line mobiles. 95 cents per minute to call landlines. As low as 74 cents per minute to call overseas. And all Flow-to-Flow calls are free. Any network, any number, anywhere. Nobody beats Flow. Flow. Watch. Talk. Click.
Welcome back to the FCC Highlight Show Overdrive. Brought to you by Flow Prepaid, CVM TV, the Jamaica Observer, KLAS ESPN Sports, and Locker Room Sports.
Welcome back. Round 2 was completed on Thursday. Let's take a look at the very best action.
Premier League powerhouse Portmore United welcomed Barbican to the Ferdinand Park under floodlights. Just as well, since that was all the Kingstonians would enjoy throughout the game. It was downhill from the start. It didn't take long for the wide gap between the teams to show. Neither did it take long for Portmore to go ahead. Romeo Parks profited from a right-sided cross and then finished nicely in the 6th minute. Most of the action was concentrated near the Barbican goal as the visitors fought for survival. The slick-moving Portmore went 2 up when Parks booted into the back of the net from inside the box. The dominant Portmore were as wasteful as children at a standpipe. Poor shooting was the order of the day until Ewan Grandison managed to put the third into the back of the net in minute 78. Portmore continued to run rings around the gold-clad visitors, who again succumbed to the pressure 1 minute before time. This lapse in concentration gave Mark Alves a chance to score number 4. The final goal came from defender Rosario Harriet to send his team into the quarterfinals and Barbican back across the causeway empty-handed.
Well, we let the ball go in the first half. We lost a bit of concentration, but it was all about winning the ball back, retaining possession, right, and keeping the ball and playing the way we've been doing over in the training session over the weeks and in pre-season.
A 1-love loss to Humble Lion in another competition was all the impetus Arnott Gardens needed as the teams were meeting for the second time in 5 days. This time Humble Lion came to Tony Spalding Stadium, situated in the aptly named Concrete Jungle. Revenge was written in the junglists' minds, if not on their red and black uniforms. They were all business. Humble Lion did not read the memo, and they were behind after only 3 minutes. Vishal Harris had the easy task of tapping in from a cutback in the box. Humble Lion then awakened and barely missed getting on even terms. There was end-to-end action afterwards as the Clarendonians pushed forward in numbers in search of the equalizer. Arnott Gardens soaked up the pressure and the big Newton Sterling made it 2-0 with a tap-in from a good combination move inside the area. Harris made it 3-0 when he weaved through the Lions' defense like a route taxi going through slow traffic. By then, it was like a race at Dover with all the leading cars painted red and black. Carlos Barrett put the final nail in the Lions' coffin with goal number 4.
Well, I think it's the preparation and the inclusion of O'Neal Thompson and Newton Sterling, 2 big men inside here, 2 physical players. And Sunday we play a very physical game against Lions. So today we said that, get a team prepared with some aggression inside here also.
The words on the sign affixed to the Waterhouse Stadium was the only welcome gesture that Portmorant United may have received when they visited Druseland to take on Waterhouse Football Club. National striker Jermaine Tuffy Anderson and his Waterhouse teammates warmed to the occasion of meeting the best from St. Thomas. So did the visitors, who were happy to get a test from a top-class outfit. The fans rolled in slowly. It was end-to-end action at the start. Without knowing the colours, it was difficult to know who was who. But without warning, things changed rapidly for Portmorant United in the 10th minute. Without being asked, they gifted a goal to Waterhouse. A cross came in from Marvin Morgan to the left. Tuffy dived in for the header, missed, and a hapless defender stuck a foot out and directed the ball into his own net. Campbell made it 2-0 with a chip into the roof of the net in minute 17. The visitors created half chances with at least one shot, attracting the attention of goalkeeper Richard McCallum. Quality and class combined for the 3rd goal in the 33rd minute, when Morgan squared from the right and Campbell applied the coup de grace. Portmorant had their best moment in the 38th minute, when a nice long ball was floated in from midfield. The Waterhouse defence mishandled, and Swain Thomas made no mistake as he pounced to score. While the moon glowed in the night sky, Waterhouse hounded Portmorant like werewolves. Morgan made it 4-1 in the 71st minute. Tuffy scored 7 minutes later. Morgan scored another, and then Campbell completed his hat-trick with a lovely chip from the edge of the area to complete the 7-1 rout.
As the games progress, the more we play the game and everybody playing with each other, we're getting the chemistry. The team chemistry is coming, and we're getting where we want to go.
Holland United from Trelawney did not have to travel too long to get to Westpow Park to meet Montego Bay United, the pride and joy of the second city. As soon as they greeted each other, the clouds opened. The action started, and so did the showers. The conditions did not help the quality of the football, but the players tried hard to cope. There were bloopers and blunders galore. Every shot went wide. Montego Bay United went closest from a corner, but it was goalless at the half. The coaches got into the ears of the players at halftime. The pep talk worked for Montego Bay United as they responded almost immediately. Lekon Brissett put them into the quarterfinals with a well-taken penalty in the 54th minute after a teammate was fouled in the area. The coaches rang the changes afterwards in search of more goals, but one was good enough for Montego Bay United on the occasion.
I thought we played a good game today. The intensity was good, but I thought the conditions also was a factor in terms of how we moved the ball. The pitch was wet, and we did pretty well in the first half. I thought we were very direct. We wanted to put the game out of their reach for the first 15 minutes.
So with the 4 teams advancing to the quarterfinals, here's the match results table.
After the end of the second round, here are the winners who will play in the quarterfinals. Portmore United, Waterhouse, Montego Bay United, Axum, Arnett Gardens, Sporting Central Academy, Tivoli Gardens, and Harbour View. Based on a draw that will take place, these teams will meet on October 2nd and 3rd. Now here are some exciting goals from round 2. Hope you enjoyed the second episode of Overdrive, the FCC highlight show. You can catch a repeat of the show on Monday mornings at 8:30 a.m. right here on CVM TV with your breakfast. Also, further repeats will be on Flow 100 from Tuesday to Saturday. Check your Flow channel guide for the times. Also, you can go to the Flow Jamaica Facebook page for match fixtures and results and join the conversation on Twitter. And remember, when you pay your Flow bill by the 28th of each month, you automatically get a loyalty credit of $250 off your Flow bill for that month. We will be back next Saturday, 2:30 p.m. with the best of the Flow Champions Cup. See you then.